Yo, what's good, everybody? Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Behind the Screens. I am Joel, one of your co-hosts.
My name is Abe, second co-host.
And then today we got a very special guest. I'm sure many of you guys know him. If you don't, we got Jonathan in the house.
I appreciate you guys having me on today.
Hello, bud.
What's going on? What's
Hey,
going
man.
on, guys?
Long time.
How was
Long
the
time
drive,
no
how was
see.
the drive down?
Amazing. And now we're just to get in.
That's
I had-
fucking great.
That's fucking amazing. No, it's always like that. People always trying to come home, LA, fucking from the valley.
Gives you time to reflect on life, you know what I mean?
No, it really does. I was on the 5 like for almost like 30 minutes, halfway through the drive.
Makes you want to beat your wife, you know what I mean? Oh, okay.
Yo, without getting into that real quick, do you ever come up with how many ideas have you come up with while you're driving home or driving back into it?
Oh, a lot. That's why I'm
Have
always,
you?
that's why I'm always cutting people off, trying to get home before I forget the
Is there a
ideas.
specific design already that you can say right now that you thought about it on the drive?
On the drive, I could say that I made.
They have any gentitos on them? No.
No, not that one. That was like literally just like
That was fun.
that. But through the drive, it was literally this one. This one right here, the one that I have behind me.
That has a virgencita on it, though.
Okay, but a little one, not no big ass one.
So okay, so with this one,
Yeah, this
so that
one.
that one came to you one day as you were driving.
As I was driving, well, because it's everybody knows that logo, but I never seen this type of logo with the spiky edges and all that. So I was like,
Tribal.
the travel. Yeah, I saw
Very 90s.
very.
So you know what I was?
Eric-
So I was actually talking to Vic because Vic came by yesterday,
Okay.
and I was talking to Vic
Shout
about
out Vic.
shout out Misha, and I was actually talking with him about it, which like with this logo, and it has like three different great pointers, right? So it's like West Coast Chopper, right?
Oh, yeah.
Tribal, right? Skull, and then the Virgencita. So it's like, you know what I mean? There's like three great like fucking like key
Trifecta.
points. It's, yeah, like quite.
Well, you say
No,
like
trifecta's three.
Well, you said 3 great points.
4 great points.
Ah, okay.
West Coast Chopper Cross,
Virgencita.
Tribal. Virgencita, and then the skull.
Oh, you said
And my
4.
name.
Oh, yeah, damn, I can't count for shit, guys.
And then Mejjor.
I
Mejjor.
swear.
You know what I mean? But that's not really a key point. But what I'm saying is like great three like main elements, and then obviously your name 4.
God,
I
we
keep
keep
saying
really,
it.
I had-
really,
Sorry.
We know how to count.
4 great elements, and then obviously your name on it, right?
Mhm,
Like
of course.
it's like a fucking like dope design.
Mm-hmm.
Good
No,
shit,
I
man.
had like 3 other designs. Just like I had this one, but like 3 other visions that I wanted to go with. I was either gonna leave it just the logo with my logo, the name, what's it called? The tribal.
Tribal.
Your
Tribal.
brand name
Yeah.
is
Tribal.
called Mejor. Your brand name is Mejor.
No,
your
yeah,
brand is
my
called
brand
Mejor,
name.
yeah.
I was gonna leave the tribal, but with my brand name, Mejor, or I was gonna add these other 2. And every time I design, I always had to,
Have to read him?
every time I I design, like I get too much into it, so I had to come back the next day, and actually that's when I actually finalize my
Oh, okay. I get
my
what
design.
you're
You know what I mean?
saying.
Because
Yeah.
it's like I see it so much that I need like a fresh new mindset.
Hey, you're like a
for it.
visionary, huh?
Well, like I said, like no, but you gotta have like a new set of eyes to it.
I know a set of eyes to
'Cause
it.
you gotta like,
Yeah.
come back to it because already like you
Oh, so
you're
you-
looking at it.
You're designing in sets. Like, it's not like you sit down, put some like music on, light some incense, and then like finish the design that spot. You're actually going back to it.
No, I'm
Today's
almost.
episode is sponsored by Mejjor, incense holders,
And
Yeah.
Niagara water. But
and make sure to check them out. And then Luke's little lion toy with stickers on it.
what's up,
Let's
Luke?
get back to that.
Get it at www.mejor.com. We had to plug it in
How do you
real quick.
spell the How do you spell the name? Just to.
Mejjor. Oh, 1 R.
How come-
Mejjor.
Damn. So we can't count. We can't spell.
can't spell.
We
Why
can't
does-
get these shits. To
Why
work.
does your Instagram have 2 M's?
Because somebody
Isn't it
already.
MMOJJ?
No, yeah, but somebody else took like the. Somebody already has Mejjor. Yeah, already has it. Somebody already has
that
it.
Makes total sense then.
No, yeah, so obviously I can't.
Have you tried buying it from them?
Not at all, because it's like literally zero. Both
Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah.
It's like some ad,
some.
No, say there's some asshole who decided to take the username. It's dicks. Give it back.
I was just trying to wait until like the 10-second mark, a 10-minute mark for us to say saying bad words and stuff. But
Oh, okay, 5 minutes in already. Okay.
so, Jonathan, let's take this back Back into time.
To the beginning.
When did this career start to take place? Bring us to the birth.
The
of
birth.
Mejjor.
The Mejjor, okay.
Not yours, obviously.
Mejjor.
Of the brand.
Oh, I was gonna start talking about when I got out the womb. And
Okay,
shit.
alright.
I remember it though. Basically, my brand it started when I started thinking about it when I was in a freshman in high school.
Okay.
Ace Ventura shit.
Freshman in high school.
That's like crazy.
Ever since then, I was getting into a lot more fashion. You know, if you saw me in high school, I actually tried with my fits.
We saw the picture of you with the white hair.
If you didn't try, you gotta let us know.
Why did you see that?
You showed us the photo.
I showed you.
You showed us the photos. Very sus.
Very sus.
We'll say we're gonna bring it up here. It'll come up right here, but we're not gonna be able to do
And
that.
that's where I was.
Yeah, because I showed it on my phone, so
I was going for the white hair, and that's why he showed us the picture. Remember?
No, but he had the white hair like with the long like.
with that long ass.
He had the
a lot of
the Johnny Phantom. What is it called? The something Danny Phantom.
Danny
Oh, the
Phantom.
Danny Phantom, I had that.
But more sus.
How is it more sus?
Well,
The way I was taking the picture?
Because
or-
Danny was white, fool,
Yeah.
and then like you're bonito with that stuff, and it like it made you look like.
Did anybody ever ask you were a natural
Made you
white
look
hair?
No.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I had a little bits of because the person who did it didn't cure it all the way, so I had like little bits of purple in there.
So fashion is something that's always been a part of your life.
Yes, fashion's always been something, you know.
Who were some of like designers that you looked up to?
I was very into. Well, I still am, but like that's when I barely started finding out about the brand Rude, Amiri, and also I don't know if you guys remember, but obviously I don't think you guys would remember, but it's called.
You're really young, you don't remember anything.
No, yeah, no, that's why. But they were called Loose Change by Face Banks.
Definitely. I mean, I know Lloyd Banks.
The Punchline Kid, G Unit, Ch. I don't know if he's G Unit.
Okay, but yeah, Face Banks. She started a clothing brand and Loose Change. Ever since then, I was like, oh, what if I make my own? Because I just, like I said, I've been starting to get into more, fashion and stuff like that. Just that categorize.
But what age was this at? He was in high school, but what age? Like what grade?
Freshman.
Freshman.
Yeah.
So you started looking at
this
shit
is still
into
freshman.
freshman
This
year.
is still freshman, yeah.
Ahead of his time, this guy.
Like, so throughout the whole freshman year, I was like into it. I started, dressing fly as fuck, going. At least I thought, but.
Leather pants.
No, I didn't even wear those.
Like Ross and Friends?
I should have brought those, but I didn't even wear those.
Okay.
Assless chaps.
It was like one of those what you think in your head, but in reality,
It's like when you see a fit in your head and then you put it on.
you think it's gonna look like the Batman suit on you, but then once you put it on,
You look like Travis Scott in his fucking Roach outfit.
basically, just like that. I had it like that.
the Tamil version and shit.
The Timu, the
Timu version.
Timu version, exactly like that.
So hold on. What motherfucking year did you start designing some shit? Like, what was your first design?
Oh, I actually started designing my first ones on custom ink because I wasn't into
with the little octopus.
with the octopus and
Oh,
stuff.
is that just kind of like one of those like Java coffee
Basically,
Java, whatever,
yeah,
like
some-
print on demand?
Yeah,
type
they
shit?
actually,
print
they
on
actually
demand.
outsource a lot of their stuff. Fun fact, when I first started printing, the guy who I used to go through was actually printing for custom ink. But they use a lot of manufacturers, so whoever bids like the best price to at the time, they give them the job. So it's one of those. It's a company. It's online. It's kind of like an Uber. They don't actually have any cars
For printing?
for printing.
Get
Yeah.
the fuck out.
Yeah. That's what they do. So then they
Can you choose like the quality of like the
yeah,
shit
you pick
want?
you pick the shirts and everything. So he'll tell you.
Yeah, just like you said, you had like a lot of different variety of brands and the quality you wanted and stuff like that. But obviously, since I'm barely starting out and I'm using my own money, I had to choose the cheapest one.
Hanes beefy tees
Hanes,
or Hanes or Gildan.
Whatever the-
Hanes beef teas are expensive.
whatever the
Were
cheapest
they?
one
Beefy?
was, I
That's
used
what I
that.
used, and they were garbage, bro.
So they weren't that beefy.
Fucking cow was not.
I did not get the beefy ones.
That's
Okay.
good.
I got like the very thin ones just to start off, and I still have my account with them with all the old designs that I
I should
had.
print some of that shit.
No.
Just
I went back like literally yesterday.
Did like a $20 tier or something?
No, like literally, I went back yesterday. I went through all the ones that I used to design.
Post them.
I want to. I should.
You should post
I
it.
should.
You need to bring back that.
No,
Fox
post it
box.
and let people know. Kind of like, yo, like,
I started off on custom ink.
what kind of bullshit you were with.
Yeah, it was.
Something you're doing now.
Still on that bullshit.
I printed one because it was for my high school. You know the year. You know how you get a T-shirt and stuff like that.
Grad year?
Senior year?
My grad year and like senior year, and it's like just memorial
It's like this.
Please
Like
don't say
that.
memorial to you.
No, I wasn't gonna say memorial. Like just something to remember your high school year by, and no hate to the person who designed it, but I just didn't really like the way they designed it because it was
Hey, your
very
design
mine.
was
Like
shit, and he didn't like it.
he
Fuck
said
it.
that.
What high school did you go to?
I'm not saying that.
Were you
What if you who
graduate?
knows what his full
Where did you graduate?
19.
2009.
They're gonna look for it.
2019, fucking class of 2019.
2019, somewhere in the
Somewhere out
valley.
Yo,
It was like
your
multiple
fucking design
schools.
sucked, bro. Oh, it was a charter school or some shit. I think at one point.
Multiple
See,
charter
He
schools.
brought it up at one point. Maybe.
I'm not saying that.
Hey, congrats to you for doing the charter school thing. I mean, not just any. I mean, again, we can't
My
even
mom.
count and spell. So
No, my
shout out to
mom.
moms for
No,
sending.
shout out to moms because she
For real.
dead has got all three of us in there. Well, I have two older sisters. I'm
That's
the youngest.
beautiful.
I'm the baby.
Good. Don't.
No, she literally tried her hardest
Yeah.
just to get us all in there.
Okay.
I know, but shout out to moms. Love moms. You know, you can't go around.
So
with
you
moms.
pretty much hated whatever shirt there was that they were dropping, and you were like, yo, I'm finna drop my own.
I'm finna draw my own, and
How many of the homies ended up picking one up?
It's literally just me.
Oh, one. I was
Yeah.
gonna
Wait,
say-
so you
No.
made one t-shirt?
Yeah, no, it was a hoodie. It was like
You
a
made
blue
one
hoodie.
hoodie?
Yeah, I made one hoodie.
On,
I-
on
what
this
are those?
custom ink
Oh,
website?
you can definitely get one of those. Yeah, it was on a Custom Ink website. Cause I didn't know any of the screen printing game. I didn't know that didn't come until like years later.
You're not that old guy. That was like 4 years ago.
To me, it's like fucking way back.
That was like years later. Actually, fast forward now, because if it did come years later, who actually guided you, or how did that happen that you ended up on Melrose and somehow
Wait, no, hold on.
who
Oh, no, hold on. Before that, no, hold on. It's soon for that. And we're back. Quick little break. At P. So Jonathan, you were doing that stuff. You're coming out of high school. Fresh out of high school, was that when you started going out to Melrose?
Yeah. Actually, I think it was during high school when I was
Whoa.
going to Melrose. At least like 2 times, like freshman year.
Yeah.
Because I mean, senior year. Because
You went
that's
to charter school, right?
I went to the school.
Okay.
Okay. And
From the streets, this guy.
yeah. And
Senior year.
yeah. And senior year is like I went 2 times, I believe, to Melrose. And
To
that's to Melrose.
Merrill Street.
Melrose. That's
What made you want to, like, you had already heard of Melrose and you like Melrose was like
no,
kind of
I
like the popping spot, or?
yeah, at the time Melrose was like the popping spot, like everybody would go there, you know, BB belts were like at its highest, I believe, you know what I mean? BB belt. And yeah, it was like my second, third time going to Melrose, so it was definitely dope. But yeah, I went there just because I knew it was like a lot of fashion people. It was like my type of community going.
Cool Cakes was out.
Exactly, Cool Cakes.
That shit was going super crazy on YouTube.
A lot of people were there, you know. So it was like,
down the street.
yeah, so it was definitely a good like little street market place to go to
Yeah.
you know, start off vending and you know.
You know what's a funny key point is one day me and Bob are on Melrose selling clothes,
Okay.
and we see this guy walking by with his 2 friends, and he was holding a duffel bag,
Okay.
Awesome.
and he was selling clothes. The kid was Jonathan.
Damn, so you were straight out of high school when you met this guy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Straight
And
out.
I remember like seeing him, and then, you know, he was talking to Bob more because he was like Bob was like talking to him. I guess he was asking Bob a couple questions. I was just more like, oh, I gotta fix the rack.
Yeah.
And like a month later, or a week later, whatever, like I ended up like moving around there, and I seen this guy back out.
Okay.
So who was the one that like But so you knew going out to Melrose, like, were you gonna pursue the, let me just walk around my duffel and hit people up to see what they want to buy, or did you see some of the vendors that were like posted up outside?
I honestly didn't even see the vendors. I literally just went straight to Merrill's and try to sell out of my duffel bag, all sketchy, trying to talk to people, see if they were like, I don't know. I was barely getting.
I love that.
I was barely getting. I was fucking scared as shit.
Yeah.
Let me tell you,
That's
yeah.
hard at school.
Yo, cause they're just gonna like come and add like hit me
I
up
like
and,
literally asked, yeah, and I was literally like, I wasn't as social as I am now, but it was way scarier back then when I was.
You flirt with us all the time. That's pretty crazy.
No, yeah, I love it. You guys do too. You just pretend like you don't. But yeah, it was very. It was a new chapter in my life, basically,
Yeah.
going out there. And then, like how we said, I saw these fools were selling T-shirts or like vintage tees. Yeah, that's when he was in his vintage stuff with Bob. Shout out Bob.
Roberto.
And now eventually when we passed these fools and we didn't even recognize each other, I eventually stumbled into 50 Rich. Shout out 50 Rich. I started talking to him a lot more, and be like, oh, how can I get a spot here on the murals? He's like, literally the next day, yeah, just pull up, bring a table or two. And that exact same day, he let me use like half of his table. So I really appreciate him for putting me on the spot right there.
Super
and there.
fire when he
No,
did
yeah, it's
that.
definitely dope. Cause
Was that the height of the pandemic?
no, it wasn't. No, the
it
pandemic
was-
wasn't
no,
there yet.
You mean yeah, it was? Like the band,
2020?
like, yeah, like the band. We were like already like
It was like the beginning.
the beginning.
It was
of the
starting.
pandemic.
Yeah.
So that was like.
So no
okay,
mask,
like,
no nothing. Yeah.
They're
I
going into
think-
peak of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So that was like.
EDD's just starting to come. Like EDD's hitting people's pockets already.
Oh, so it was like 2 months prior for me starting to go out there to just go hang out with you guys. Like.
That's literally what we met. Me and you.
Yeah, like so
Yeah.
like when you came out when we were out there with the monster
I
grenade.
had just yeah.
I had
You had
met
just
this
met
fool,
him.
like,
Oh, so
maybe,
we-
like, a
okay.
Yeah,
couple
we all
months
met
ago,
each other.
Like, almost within
Well,
a
I met
week.
you guys
give or
too.
take.
Week or two.
Yeah. So let's talk about that real quick, bro. Like how crazy was that shit? Like being out on Melrose and like being on the black wall on Melrose and Spalding,
The amazing black wall.
the black wall, and like.
And I think we have a picture too of a drone. Like,
Yeah, I
somehow,
had
like,
taken a
whoa.
picture with a jumbo. What's funny is like at first like I was just setting up outside, and like starting to hang shit up, and like fucking Tomas one day comes
Shout out
driving.
Tomas.
Shout out to fucking Good Sauce Vintage out of Miami. Dude comes up, and it's just like, hey, like, so how do you do this? Like, asking me a question. I was like, oh, bro, like fucking just fucking pull up and like sit up next to me. And he started up sitting next to me, and I would always just like look over, and like Jonathan would be like sitting there. Like,
I
with
was
his
sitting in
little
my
mask
chair
on.
with my mask on, my
And
little
his little
table
table
with 3 items.
With 3 items, but yo, dude was fucking like.
I was out there. I was like very
about.
fucking. It was definitely scary, out there. Without,
But then like once we all started like like I guess like and even with guys it's so much easier to like make a friendship. It's
No,
like
yeah.
I see you once, cool. See you again, we say what's up. But like the 5th time that we're seeing each other saying what's up, we're pretty much already like homies, right? Like
best friend. Did we just become best friends?
and then
Yep.
yo like all 3 of us were out there
Yeah.
and like
I
we're
was
fucking
the same
we're
shit,
hanging
though.
our fucking clothes like all through the block.
All through the.
Oh, like Spalding, like
Yeah.
You guys were selling. I wasn't selling yet. You guys were still trying to peg me out of retirement.
yeah. You love that reference.
It's his thing.
You did that.
I don't know. Some
We're setting up a bunch of clothes. It was like
Yeah.
everywhere, and I mean it was nuts, bro. Like
No,
there was
yeah.
no point that we're gonna continue to be like. I mean, cars were stopping by sometimes and just like, yo, how much is this?
that shit was dope.
We saw
Thundercat.
Thundercat when they
Thundercat
like
drove
pulled
by.
like just literally like pulled his car over because he saw like a pair of the anime jeans that,
That
I
fool
was selling.
he drove away, and I saw him. And literally, like 2 nights before, we were at the, I forgot what club or whatever, with a comedian. Anyways, and I think he saw the jeans, and when he came back, he was like, "Oh shit! Like I just saw this fool. Like, what the hell?" And immediately gravitated towards your hentai. Is it hentai?
I mean, they're
Nah.
provocative.
It
It,
was
wasn't
close.
that hentai because
wasn't-
it didn't
yeah.
show anything.
Yeah, but it not. Well, it was
But it was
something.
still very
else.
provocative.
Anime.
Yeah, it was like something.
Yeah.
I love your chains, by the way.
Oh.
It was something very. Shout out to Love. Love Sucks. She made this for me, custom piece, toe piece.
Shout out Trula, one of my favorite jewelers out there as
Oh
well.
yeah, it's But yeah, that was really cool because he came back and like was really gravitating towards that. But it was so many people out there. that were just constantly stopping by to look at everything.
And I think
That
it
was a
was
fun time.
we were out there
Well, we were across-
before summer.
Well, we were across, what's his name? Dusto?
Desto Dubs.
Dasto Dove.
Sorry.
Desto Dubs. Shop. Yeah, it was like
Glacial.
before summer. I think like we were out there and it was like hitting as well, right before summer, and in the summer it just went crazy. You would be it was crazy.
You would have got COVID for sure.
No, most definitely, yeah.
You would have
No,
got
but-
something.
It was,
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, bro, it was crazy though out there. Like the amount of people that we were seeing, and like the amount of money that was like, and there's like so much shit. Like, again, they didn't have Filthy Couture back then. Like Filthy Couture hadn't really like. It was just like like with the printed
it was
jeans.
just vintage.
Yeah, you had
It was
but
just like
not-
the beginning
Filthy
of
vintage.
Filthy Couture. You know, and then like we're cracking in like summer,
hot.
and then remember there was like that fucking block party that was fucking
The blog party that one.
It was like the fucking trainer that trained the Kardashians.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. I was probably in the
Well, she
middle
was
of
like
a
super
relationship
cool with
or
us,
something.
but then like come to the block party, we got kicked out of like the spot that we were at, and then we couldn't
Really?
even be like part of the block
Well, it's
party.
because we had like multiple different spots to go to
Because
because
they started kicking us around, like they started kicking us out, like they kicked us out
yeah,
of the
because
black wall.
there was like
That's right, they did kick us out.
well, when I started, there was like here and there, a couple vendors, but they were mainly like towards the middle.
Oh, and then it was across the street from
Yeah,
the
and
black
then-
wall at the new building. And then I lost my speaker.
Oh yeah, and it took you so long just to get it back.
But they had us like moving around a lot, you know what I mean? And then like,
Yeah.
finally one time too, we ended up getting a ticket by the cops.
Oh yeah,
That's when it was like almost time for us to like
get serious with
get
the
serious
business.
about it, right? Like
yeah,
having to go. Well, I mean, when we got the tickets, we ended up like staying away from Melrose for like about a month.
about a month. Yeah,
And
until
we
we
tried-
got everything handled.
Yeah, we tried doing a couple markets. We
Yeah.
did Los Feliz,
Los Feliz.
little smash burgers.
Was it Rose Bowl? We started like one of the big ass.
Well, first we did Los Feliz.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then,
no,
and
yeah.
then we did Rose Bowl.
And then from there, we just wanted to do, I believe, markets like.
Yeah, but
For every
like
weekend.
some of the other ones were not hitting as well, and then
Yeah.
like, that's when we ended up going back to Melrose
Uh,
after we all got like our street vendors permits, so
The
we wouldn't
pen-
get harassed by the cops.
yeah.
But even back then, like that's when you started screen printing, right, on Melrose.
Yeah, that's when I started bringing out the.
The Fox body design was fire, by the way.
Oh yeah, the Fox Body one. I just mainly started screen printing.
How did that change your life? You feel? Do you think it did or didn't?
No, most definitely it did. I literally thought about doing that, but it was time consuming just because I had to do everything myself. But luckily, I knew a guy who
What was that guy's name?
I just can't remember.
Oh,
No, but
that's a little filthy.
oh yeah, it was Filthy. Shout out him for
Shout out this guy.
shout out this guy for
I need a Father's Day gift.
most definitely
Is that birth, you motherfucker?
leveling up my career. He basically molded me to what I am right now for screen printing because he did
That's
definitely
fucking adorable.
he definitely taught me like a lot.
Do you remember your first screen print? Like your first like.
My very first
What was your first screen?
I think it was my logo one. The little
The
circle.
circle
Yeah,
one?
the circle one was my very first one.
Yeah.
Did you get it from me or did I went? I went myself, right?
No, I think I ended up taking you down to the plug.
No, but I just didn't know any of the mesh counts. I didn't know like
Yeah.
how
Okay. Yeah.
any of the JPEG or whatever the fuck what I needed. But
Which is one of the things that always pisses me out when I hear people talking about them like taking artwork to the guy that's making their screens.
Right.
I forgot who it was that used to say they used to like vectorize all their files
Okay.
and like take it to the guy who was making the film. And like was it the chemist?
I think so.
The
Yeah,
chemist,
yeah,
right?
I
Like,
think
he'll,
it was
like,
him.
vectorize his
Shout out
files.
the chemist.
But there was somebody else too that would do it, and I was like, bro, like I used to go take my thing fucking I used to take my thing's
You're
mom.
taking whatever, bro.
I used to take her
Oh,
JPEGs.
Wow.
Because before Martin, it was his mom that used to
Yes.
be there for like the longest. If you know these names, you know the places. But like I never sent any fucking J. Did you ever vectorize any of your files before you get burned?
I sent him his PSD files
Okay.
or PDFs.
Oh, shit. You send them as whatever and they get the job done.
Well, I don't do JPEGs though. Because it dumbs down the resolution.
I have.
So, but I mean, hey, if it works, it works.
It works. It
I've
works.
seen-
I've sent over
I
screenshots.
send.
Clearly it works.
I've seen
It
screenshots.
works.
See screenshots.
Listen, Martin's a genius.
I sent it
That's
back,
what he
so-
does, right? So I mean, he knows
Yeah.
what he's doing. Yeah.
So you started going, you started making your screens, right? This is behind the screens. This is what we want to talk about. This is what we want to hear. Did you have your first like fuck up? Like, have you ever like fucked up a screen? Like, have you ever ripped a
Oh,
screen?
most definitely. Oh, ripped. I have. I don't want to jinx myself, but I haven't.
You've never ripped one?
I
You
haven't
never like
ripped
made a
one.
hole in one of them?
I have
A
a
little
hole in
hole,
mine.
but like it didn't
Just got
fully rip when I went over it with the pass or anything
Yeah.
like that.
Was
It's
it
just
like
like a little
on
rip.
the design though, or was it like around?
No, like literally above
Oh,
the
just
design.
right
Yeah,
there.
it was just, so I just put tape under it and
You're fine.
yeah, I'm fine. I never fully ripped a whole damn screen, so thank God for that. Watch me go tomorrow and it rips.
Well, because
Just
I mean,
'cause
if
I'm talking
anybody's
about
thinking about doing screen printing, it's very tedious.
Yeah.
It can be very rewarding and fun, but it's also like a pain in the dick. You know what I mean? And it's I don't know. I mean,
But it's definitely dope. Something dope, to know in case, because
You wanna start
obviously,
brand.
exactly.
Well, because I mean, the main thing is like again when I saw you and I kept trying to say like, yo, like you gotta print, you gotta print, because it's like you're doing these orders because like again your first collection, you ended up getting it made overseas.
Overseas.
Right, and then sometimes you don't get back exactly what you want, how you wanted it, or anything
Yeah,
like that.
literally the sample that he sent me over. The
Yes.
first one was way thicker. The
No, of
quality was
course.
nice. They basically fucked me over. So which is when I think I met him, and then we started talking about screen printing, and then he showed me a whole bunch. He took me to his crib, where he used to live, and from then everything started.
did he buy you dinner first?
Yeah,
Oh no, most definitely. He bought me like Indian or some shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's.
But even like
Why you
screen
said
printing
it?
itself again, like bro, like that shit,
I'm
like
saying that's amazing.
and but it's again like it teaches you so much different things. You're so then after doing a couple of designs, you're learning your mesh counts.
Yeah, I'm learning
Right.
my mesh counts. Learning how to send it over as a JPEG, all that stuff. A
Yeah.
whole bunch of stuff. I'm learning how to clean my screens, how to unplug the holes, what kind of, all that stuff.
Like what chemicals you're using, how to like
what kind of
properly take care of your
chemicals,
screens. You can fuck up those screens like really easy.
Really easy, yeah. How to go over the little buttons if going over any type of different material like a jacket or a zip up, going over that. So it's definitely dope.
The one thing that I like about you the most, and I don't know like if a lot of people have like really like know this, or if you even talked about it or like shown people on your Instagram stories, is that you don't use the screen press at all.
Oh, I don't. I think, I have one video up there or two that I don't use a screen press at all. Just
But
cause.
you have a screen press.
No, I have one. It's all like brand new. Like I only used it like one or twice
That's amazing. So you literally do everything by hand.
by hand, literally.
But
which
what,
is-
what made you
I
not want
can't.
to use it?
It's just cause I like big prints, all over
Yeah.
prints. On the front, the back, wherever I can.
Pretty big.
As you can see, it's really big. Yeah, and it just with the screen, it didn't really let me freestyle where I wanted to actually put the design. So I just got rid of it, and then eventually I just started doing just eyeballing it, and eventually I just started getting good, better,
Works.
and it works.
Looks great, man.
Appreciate that. Yeah, and it just started another wave for me, just freestyling it.
Yeah, I mean, because at that point you're not even restricted to a lot of different things. And I remember like because a lot of people don't remember the puff print era of Mejjor.
I should have brought the one.
When Mejjor was coming in, like bro, this
Fuck.
guy's fucking doing puff ink.
Ain't
Well,
You
like-
can feel it
But
when you
also
wear it.
because again
Yeah.
he's doing like contact to fabric.
I didn't know
It's
that.
seeping the fuck in there.
So
bro.
how do you
So
feel
it's-
about that? Because there's a few shirts that I've gotten. Well, maybe I think like two with the puff print. And I mean,
With
like,
the
in the
thickest?
summertime,
Mm.
it's like the worst thing you could possibly wear. I mean, you're walking and it just feels like you have like.
Well, that's
I mean, you might as well.
Something
We might as well be
on
wearing
the
at that
back.
point like an iron-on tee, like where like it's like super.
Yeah,
Oh,
oh,
dude,
fuck
it
yeah.
feels horrible, and the things are like it looks great, but it's like this.
I
you
love
know?
puff-on sweaters.
Yeah, well, because of the thicker material.
Yeah, you
And
can't
like you have
really
a shirt.
But on a t-shirt though, like, because I thought about
That's-
doing the puff for that one design from shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
oh.
But then I thought about the feel, and it just like.
Well, that's when I was started getting into puff as well. So I just let it sit on top of the image, and it just as I was doing something else, it would seep through, through the holes, and that's how I got the bulky ass.
The Mejjor puff.
The Mejjor puff is what we call it.
Trademark.
Trademark, smoke some bitch.
Yeah, and that's how I got all my prints like thick as hell. And
Like
eventually, a lot of people liked it actually.
You like that thick shit?
I like that thick shit.
It's cool.
You guys heard it here. He likes that thick shit. So like, let me go over some other key points, Jonathan. Like, you've been doing about like markets now for like at least over a year, right? Like
Yeah.
maybe a year and a half now.
Probably, yeah.
And you've so like from all the different markets that you've ever done, is there any one that just like sticks out the most to you, or like at least like one of your favorite markets that you've done?
There are multiple markets that I've done that just do amazing for me all the time. Rose Bowl, obviously, because it's like everybody comes through there. It's like one of the big flea markets. Por Vida, shout out Jenny, amazing market.
Shout out Jenny.
Hey, Jenny. Shutting you up.
Which other ones have we done?
Rose Bowl, Por Vida.
Por Vida,
We've got to get like Patches.
Patches does amazing as well. Oh, and
What about Los Angeles Nights?
I don't think he's ever done that.
no, I don't think I've ever done.
You've
No,
done
I
that?
have to. No, just because I think it's always on a Friday. No,
Before it used to be on Friday
That's
nights.
right. Now it's on
Friday,
Saturday.
and I
Friday
worked
nights were
it.
good ones too.
They were good ones.
Yeah, there were some good nights.
I mean, I would drive
there were some
over
good
just.
LA nights. There were Los Angeles
I
nights.
see what you did there.
And we've done many more.
But
Amazing
as
as well,
the
but-
ones that
yeah,
done
but-
the best for you have been Rose Bowl and
The ones that stick out the most.
Yeah,
you
but the
know.
ones that stick out the most are the ones that I just named, and they always do good every time.
Do you ever regret not doing Bridge Fest?
Oh my god, that shit was amazing. That was
I'm all-
amazing.
No. Yes.
Yeah, you do. That shit
Yeah, I
was
do.
amazing.
I really hope they bring it back out again.
You're like, I really hope they bring it back and they don't invite you.
Shout out to our homies.
Shout out to the homies. Yeah, I
think they
appreciate.
just
Adrian, Mike,
I,
shout you guys
I appreciate
out.
you guys for the opportunity, and I didn't take it, man. I
Am
did.
I not doing that? Cause
Oh, yeah.
them. Sorry, guys.
just-
You guys to hear that right now.
They just had to bring back a bad memory for me, I
What
could have.
was a bad memory?
I mean, I didn't do breakfast.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You know it's coming up soon, right?
Yeah, they just announced that they're gonna be doing the
DTA.
The DTA.
Well, DTA is
but
starting back up at the end of
DTA,
March, and
I'm
then
hoping they announce the Bridge Fest soon,
yeah.
so that you can go there this time.
Let's see if they even invite me. 'Cause
Me, so that we're all
yeah,
there
we're all there.
collectively, like
As one.
this. Oh damn!
But I mean, like, hopefully, like that'll be like super sick. Cause like I had an amazing time that day. I feel like anybody that went there, bro, like just could not like.
Oh, most definitely. I
Everybody
saw
who was in
everybody.
LA,
People were trying to
Not
buy
in LA, we're
people's
still going
spots in the bottom of the hill for like 4 times what we had paid for the
That's
spot.
crazy.
I nearly shit myself that day because I was there by myself.
Until I showed up and you just
And like, bro, like, and
immediately.
like, the thing is, like, I never even got a chance to step out because it was like the waves. It was. I've never
Never
experienced
had
anything like it, bro.
A piss break, no.
I think
no
at one
smoke
point-
chest.
when I got there, it was close to 6:30 or
Yeah.
slightly under 7, and I took a video. It was still chill, but I think you were already like busy. And then the moment I'm walking up and I do a video, I just see people just coming like
Storming.
It was nuts. It was
Yeah.
crazy. It was like, oh damn, it really did. That was a good day. It was fun.
Hopefully, if they have it again this year, you should definitely.
No, I'm no doubt.
What was I'm not gonna say like sign
No,
up
like-
for the application because it wasn't.
I know there's none.
Invite
But-
only.
Invite
So
only.
yo, like
basically.
so you're designing sweaters, you're designing shirts, you're designing everything. Talk to us about the product that we have right here in front of us.
Instant holder with one of my designs that I did for a T-shirt. I always
What's the design? Oh, it's a Virgencita.
Virgencita with
tile.
But it's a
But it's tile
But it
one.
looks
It's like a
fire.
tile.
And the color
You know, it's
is
like one of those Mexican houses, with the tile. I just really love that whole aesthetic of it, yeah. And
Architecture,
all that
home decor.
all that. I got into home decor, like, obviously I don't have a house or anything like that, but I got into it and
You
I
live in a box, or
yeah. No, I live with my parents. Amazing parents. I love them. I appreciate them. But soon to
but what does it
have my
what
own
does it say on-
studio.
What does it say on the back though? Because I really like that saying. Ever since I seen it, I love what it says.
Casa de Amores.
Yeah.
I love
Is that French?
No,
What is it?
it's English.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah,
like
no.
Portuguese.
But you know, you grab it.
Great design,
You
though,
know?
bro. Like, this is like, I remember when you first showed me like the prototype or telling me about it. I was just like, what the fuck, man? Like,
Motherfucker.
great idea. Like,
Yeah.
this is dope. I love the direction of where you were taking that.
Mhm. It was definitely a dope process to get it finalized, and just eventually have it here in my hands as one of like my very first I guess you could say cut and sew in a sense.
Well, it's not
This-
cut and sew.
no, yeah, like
No,
in a
no,
sense, that's why I
it's
said
not
in
a-
a,
no,
that's,
but it's
no,
not a garment, though.
no, yeah, that's why I said in a sense.
Like in an instance.
Incense has my little logo on the bottom and stuff and everything, but yeah, it was just definitely amazing. Every day waiting for it to come, and then it just eventually
What she said.
It finally came.
it finally came.
Yeah.
But
That's amazing,
yeah.
though, bro. Like that's really fucking sick.
And I'm hoping to make more.
Yeah, is there
Different
anything else right now that
designs.
you're like working on like some other stuff too? Not
Um,
really. Don't lie to us.
not at the moment, but I did
Yeah.
tell you stuff like I told you one thing like right at the
Yeah.
beginning of the podcast what I wanted to do.
Yeah, I forgot.
Well, I actually because I love cumbias. Cumbia brothers. Right
Yo,
here.
next episode I'm gonna make my own cumbia intro.
It's gonna be
Check it
mine.
out.
It's gonna be my because I told them right before this podcast I wanted or
No,
before
you
even
know
this
I- you know I
podcast,
have a-
way
you know-
before.
You know, I have a cumbia inspired logo.
Oh no, I saw that, but it was like way back before when I
Something
wanted to
else,
start doing it. So
something else,
hopefully, I got a
something
homie
else,
out there in the
yeah.
valley that's gonna help me out with it, and eventually it's gonna be.
Disclaimer: if he doesn't like it, he's gonna call you out on a podcast the way he did with the first design that his homie made in high school. So
Oh no, I'm
consider it.
no. He does amazing work, and so I'm most definitely gonna. We're obviously gonna work together,
Let's
so
hope so.
it's gonna do amazing.
Are you gonna let us use it for the intro of the podcast?
Oh no, yeah. If you pay me.
I got
thought
I
it for
got-
free?
I got a guy too.
Oh, they're just gonna remake it and make it their own.
No, we'll make our own.
Oh, but no, yeah, you guys can use it. Just make sure, be ready for that
We
copyright.
don't want to beg.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, you for sure guys can use it. But yeah, that's one of the new things that I'll be coming up with.
One of the last questions that I wanted to ask you real quick
Mhm.
was
Why are you gay? Oh no, wait, that's not. I'm sorry.
is there a certain reason why you stick to the one brand that you're mostly using right now for your blanks?
I like the
Was-
quality.
Well, was that always something that was like part of the plan for Mejjor?
Yeah, like since the start. Besides the custom ink one, obviously was because
The
I
what?
just the custom ink one. And besides the custom ink one, how I use the very cheapest one that they had.
Okay.
Yeah. I just always wanted my brand to be something, of quality, not just quantity of how much I had, So which is why I stuck with them, and ever since I got my first blank from them, I just loved it and used it till this day.
Which is again something that I was talking to Vic about yesterday. Is that I feel like with Jonathan, with your brand, is that you generally have, pieces. When people are buying some of the clothes from you, it's not just a drop. It's not just like they're pieces. Some of these
Staple
people are
pieces,
like they're picking up some of these like staple pieces now for them,
It's limited.
and they're like, yo, like this is my first Mejjor tee. This is my second one now. Like they're adding on. I mean, for God's sakes, you're selling fucking $50 thermos. Has anybody asked you like who the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah, actually 2 people.
Yeah.
You guys.
But like, what was crazy? What was
You
crazy?
guys.
What was crazy? And again, I was telling Vic the story yesterday, right? I was worrying because I have both of the thermals that you have.
Yeah.
I love them.
I appreciate him, yeah.
Amazing quality, bro. Like the quality is fucking outstanding.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I
Design
use them.
is
They
fucking
last.
crazy, right? Everything is dope. But I was like, well, I forgot where I was, and I was walking, and I was like, this motherfucker's really selling $50 thermals.
They just drink out of my water.
And I was just like,
You can have mine. Never mind.
almost like, yo, like, kind of
just
like,
kiss?
damn, like, yo, like.
Basically.
And the thing is that people are in there, like, they're buying the stuff.
Mhm.
Because, again, you are selling an amazing quality stuff.
really is
You're
good
not just
quality.
selling them another tee. Like, again, you're selling them pieces.
There's a whole
like,
process that
for
goes
their
through
outfits.
it. Yeah.
Like, this is one thing that they're going to be wearing, and they're going to wear it, like, for a very long time.
Yeah.
Exactly. Which is why I chose a blank that would last long for them to, wear until they fuck it up and then they come back to me.
I fucking love that.
You know what I mean?
Before we get out of here, I do believe that you brought some gifts.
Right. Yeah, I did bring some gifts.
This is
Hopefully you guys can see it.
I mean, second episode, but hopefully this is the temperature for any other guests that we have come in here.
What did you bring? I thought those were just samples.
Oh. Fire nice for the homies.
Oh shit.
Oh,
That sets the tone for the podcast for sure. So if anybody's gonna be on here,
Yeah, no, this is fire.
oh, let me see that. Yeah,
Oh,
that's amazing. Oh damn, bro.
You know
You
what I
can't see my
mean?
face right
Little
now.
Pinche Gas Pro Racing.
Oh shit. Let me turn the one.
Oh shit.
Can you see me? Where am I?
I don't know.
I don't
Can
know.
you
I
guys
feel,
see
I
him?
feel like right now we're just floating.
It's like a
Throw
floating
your
head.
shoes.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even see him.
Shout out to Clearweather for giving me some shoes.
you
that
got the
hurt my
whole foot
fucking
already.
foot, but now these are, now I have no hands.
Hey, yo, this is amazing, bro. I appreciate the gift. Thank you,
I
man.
appreciate you guys having me on.
Yeah, of course, yo. But like again, Jonathan, please drop your socials, drop your IGs.
My Instagram would be mejjor mejor, and my website would be www.mejor.com. mejjor.
Is there any markets that you're gonna be doing coming up? This is the month of March.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're gonna be getting this out like next week.
Yeah. I'm gonna be doing one this week. Patches and pins,
Okay.
and then
Where's
I
that at?
believe Long Beach.
Long Beach. Okay.
Long Beach.
It's not a month.
Saturday?
I know.
Where's that?
I don't know.
No, it's gonna be at the Pomona Fairplex.
It is in
Pomona.
Pomona.
So
Yeah, that's what I
hopefully By
said.
the time you're seeing this, the weekends had already
We're
passed.
gonna be over there.
Hopefully
Weekend
we'll
Pomona.
see you in a couple of days.
And then I believe after that one would be, for me at least, would be Por Vida.
Yeah.
No, it would be Rose Bowl. Rose Bowl.
Bowl's next.
Rose Bowl's on the 10th, Sunday.
Yeah. This Rose Bowl, we actually went ahead and we both have our own booths.
Our own booths.
Uh,
Hopefully it's close by, but
Hopefully.
if not, then same.
But you know, I feel like at this point that we have like so much stuff that
Yeah.
it's fire. So
It's
you're
gonna be
do a
dope.
Rose Bowl.
Yeah, Rose
Por
Bowl,
Vida.
Por Vida, and I got a couple more, but I just haven't signed up for them yet. But for the
So
most
you don't
part,
have any other
so you don't
dates.
have any
All
other
right,
more.
bet. That's
that one.
Well, so no more events for the rest of the month, man. Thank you very much again for
Not
coming
yet.
out, bro. I really appreciate it. I'm very proud of everything that you've been
I
doing.
appreciate
everything
you
that
guys
you're
coming
doing.
out. I mean, letting me be on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Of course.
Hey, remember that time we went to the valley to go pick up the heat press and then you didn't have it and you sent us back?
halfway through the.
Yeah.
We went to
the
Porter
drive.
Zone.
That was fire.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
you're
tortas
welcome.
were
You
good.
guys didn't even invite me, bro.
Okay.
I love the valley.
Oh, but quick question before
Yeah.
you guys end it. How'd you guys come up with the name behind the
It
skins?
all was part of my idea. I thought the name was dope. It just came to me one day.
Oh.
That's about it.
How did you come up with the name
Mejor.
of your brand name? Yeah, not your name. Like I know you
No,
don't
yeah,
name
my
yourself,
brand name.
but
My full name is Jonathan Mejorada. So I use
Mojarra?
Mejorada.
we talked about mojarras in the last one. That was Anyways, sorry.
Okay.
Más mojada.
Mojado. El grupo mojado. Mejorado. So that's your last name.
Mejorada.
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 Naranja.
Yeah.
La vaca.
I basically use my last name.
Yeah.
The last 5 letters of my last name, Mejor, to use my brand name. And I added the extra J just, for my first name, Jonathan. So it has like a little meaning behind it, but it's nothing serious.
Layers.
But for the most part, yeah, that's where I got my whole brand name.
That's fire.
It took me a while
It's not ice.
to think of it, and I just at the time I was looking up to Rude and Macamirian, how their last names or some part of their names they got their brand name from it. So I just use the same style that they did, and eventually I came up with Mejor.
I want to make another brand that's called
Yeah.
Peor.
What's the opposite?
It's the opposite.
2 R's.
Yeah. Also, if you can, just don't bang on the table because the mic's picking it
Okay,
up
no,
as well.
I think okay.
Mejor.
Filthy.
Yes, sir, baby. Sacred and propane.
And propane accessories.
Profane. Love you guys.
Sir.
I don't.